Hey, how you doing? Jeff, I don't know why I said hey. It's not Saturday night. It's not really my thing. Although I have started answering my business phone as you go for Jeff, which just seems a little bit of a weird thing to do, but I find it incredibly funny, especially since there's always a pause at the end because people don't really know what to say when the person answering a phone says, go for Jeff. Maybe it's just douchey, I don't know, but it's funny. And in this day and age, sometimes you just need to find funny things to do and say just to, I don't know, create a bit of joy in the world, even if the joy is only internally, even if it's just not other people experiencing joy from your peculiar behavior. As long as it doesn't hurt anyone else, it doesn't really matter. So I'm sorry I haven't been making videos. I know I keep saying I'm going to do it every day, going to do it once a week, going to do this. I've just been incredibly busy. I also haven't been particularly in a good mental state. Everything in my life has been revolving around a particular thing that I don't want to talk about on this channel, and it's been haunting my sleep and everything else. And unfortunately, every time I go to make a video, it turns out that my brain keeps diverting to that particular subject. I want to keep this channel. I want to be able to have a dialogue with people about things. I want to meet new and interesting people. And if I lose this channel, if I do anything to jeopardize the, I don't know, status quo, I guess, that's in my life, that we are managing to keep together, that will change whether or not I can do this in the future. And it's something that I really want to do. And I know I haven't been putting the effort into it that I probably should. But what can you do? I don't own a time machine. I can't go back and fix anything. So this episode's called A While, not a while. So you might have been waiting a while, but I've just been whiling away the time. And finally I decided to pick one of those whiles up, and you end up with this short video saying, hey, I'm here. I'm still here. Can't think of a word that rhymes with here that doesn't imply my sexual attraction. That's the first thing that came to my head. It's not a Freudian thing. It's just I've heard that stupid thing at protests so often. Yes, so life is a little bit interesting at the moment. Not necessarily interesting in a way that you guys would find interesting in a video. And most of the things that are interesting within my life are not something that I want to talk about on this channel, or not something that I will be able to keep my channel if I speak about, which is more to the point. So I need to get on social media. I still haven't. I've still been holding back on that, because the last time I spent any time on social media, I ended up not in a great mental state, because people say horrible things to one another, and whether they're meaning to be horrible or not, or whether it's just people exist within their own sphere of experience, or their own sphere of where their information comes from, and therefore are unable to have a civil dialogue about things. I sometimes am not able to have a civil dialogue when I become passionate about something, when I really believe in something, when I've done a lot of research in something, and I think that is what's actually happening. I speak louder, and people seem to think it's me being aggressive, but it's just me being passionate. If I was a evangelical preacher, people would call me inspirational, but I'm not an evangelical anything, to be honest. I'm basically a libertarian, which just means leave me the... That was the wrong button. Hang on. I'm only just learning how to use this thing. All right. It's just leave me the alone. Did that work? I mean, I didn't actually say the word fuck. See, doesn't really work, does it? Fuck. There you go. But it's not loud enough. Excuse my French, although that's not French, and I'm not looking up what the word for that word is in French. But we're in better spirits than we have been for a few days. Sometimes news is just meh. And then other things that I personally have been doing that won't cost me anything except money trying to get a car fixed for my wife. I had a really good car for my wife, and the radiator exploded, the engine died. We got a replacement motor. That motor was no good, but because of the foibles of the warranty of that motor, all they were guaranteeing was that the motor ran. The motor did run, but it sounded like someone had tipped a bag of marbles into it. I spent a lot of money replacing the bits that were broken, that we all thought, including the experts on that engine, is what was causing it to make that noise, and it sounds like someone's put a different bag of marbles into the engine. So I'm just going to have to basically get rid of that car for a huge loss, and my wife can keep bumming around in the 22-year-old Camry that she has that only 3 windows work, and you've got to actually, God forbid, manually lock all the doors, because that's just what happened in that era, I guess. Anyway, have a good week. Keep your spirits up. Be excellent to one another, and that's all I've got to say about that. And guess what? I've got my outro back if I can find it.